Hello everyone, and this is another video in my series of wrestling backstage, rumors and what could potentially be coming in the future in WWE or TNA or in any other wrestling organization. And this video in particular is going to be around the Divas division. There's a rumor mill going around that there is probably going to be an overhaul of the Divas division itself. Now, there's no actual report saying, oh, this is going to happen and everything like that. It's just kind of a little bit of a rumor mill. But the rumor mill states that this overhaul and change could be happening as soon as Monday night. Though you kind of already see how they're changing up the Divas division as it is. They might get rid of the term Diva in general, and they might just go back to it being called the women's division like they do down in NXT, which would be great. Maybe get rid of the moniker of Divas altogether, see what they decide to go there. The other aspect of it is that they've reportedly commissioned a new belt for the women's division, for the Divas division itself. So that big ugly butterfly belt that they've had for so long could be gone as of Sunday night, after Sunday night. Matter of fact, it could be one of those aspects of maybe the person who wins the triple threat match the next night basically says, we're retiring this belt, and now here's the new women's championship belt, or something in that sense. And my thoughts on this: good. Finally. They are, they had talked about this whole Divas Revolution for the longest time. And when they came in, it was when Sasha, Becky, and Charlotte came in, all three of them, there was a big buzz about that when they came up. But then it kind of tapered off to the fact that they're continually doing six women's tag team matches and everything in this aspect. And the title actually became not important for the longest time. It was just dominance in the terms of teams. So it was nothing really all that special at that time. And you've seen a change, and the report was that the quote unquote rumor, and you don't know if this is true or not, was that the reason for all the tag matches and everything like that was because they wanted to get Nikki Bella the longest reigning Divas title and everything like that. I don't know if that's actually true. Believe what you want to believe on that. In every sense of the word, but an overhaul to the Divas division, what does that actually entail? Does that mean you're bringing up a lot of the NXT females? Does this mean Bayley's going to be coming up? Asuka's coming up? Nia Jax? Obviously, Eva Marie is already coming back up. I know people were really thrilled about that one on Monday night with her coming out. But what does that entail? Does it mean they're going to look at the division differently and give it more storyline based, like they've been doing with Sasha, Becky, and Charlotte? They've done a really good job building up the WrestleMania match between all three of them. I thought their build going into it was relatively well done, and actually makes it an anticipated match at WrestleMania. But what does the overhaul mean? Does it actually just mean they're changing the belt, and then it kind of goes back to the same? If that's the case, that's necessarily not going to be a good thing, because you know how most of the Divas matches had gone for the longest time, which was really no story, and they just had matches every now and again. So hopefully the overhaul means there is like, okay, we're going to put more focus on actual storylines around them and build it and make it people actually care about these matches. And the one aspect behind it, most people know, not the women aren't usually the biggest draw by any stretch of the imagination. This has been proven, multiple times over in that sense. But also, they really haven't been given all that much of a chance. So you got to remember, back when Trish and Lita were around, they main evented Raw on two separate occasions. One where with a lot of extra help back in there. Or actually it was Stephanie and Lita with a lot of extra help way back in the day when Lita first won the women's title. And then the Raw match with Trish and Lita, which was just them two main eventing Raw. was like a complete game changer at that time, and they obviously already tested these waters about making the division better in NXT with how they've treated Bailey, Sasha down there, Charlotte down there, like they would give them main event spots, not just on the main NXT show. Now they've done it on a takeover show as well. And is that what they're going for? Is there a potential that they are going to try to build up a feud good enough to main event a pay-per-view at some point in time? That's what I would view the overhaul would actually be, is that they're going to put something behind these feuds, put storylines behind them that are good, or at least good enough to where they can actually main event, not just a Raw or a SmackDown, but potentially a pay-per-view as well. And they have this opportunity. The WWE doesn't have that opportunity that they want to with the network. They can kind of make the main event whatever they really want it to be now. But that would be my view of the overhaul, is that they're going to be given a higher spot on the card potentially. They have stories built around them that make people get engaged and want to see the matches, and potentially is like, oh, okay, look at how the fans are following this, and this. It's like, okay, we'll give them a main event of SmackDown, a main event of Raw, a main event of a pay-per-view, something in that sense. That's my view of the overhaul. My opinion, I think they're just, as far as their view of the overhaul is like, well, let's just get rid of this title and put a new title in there, and maybe that will change things. That's potentially what they could just be thinking. Who knows? And we'll probably find out a little bit more on Monday night after WrestleMania. So we'll see where they go with it. I hope the overhaul is meaning they're going to give them a lot more focus, not to the point that they could potentially main event. You never know. You never know how they're going to make this work. So, like I said, we'll see where they're going with this. That's my thoughts and opinions of A, how would they do the overhaul, and B, what I think they would probably mean by the overhaul in that sense with WWE and the Divas division. And I thank you guys for watching. If another update kind of goes out there through another story, I'll make a video on that. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day.